Hello students, welcome to another video of Stratified. In this video, we shall discuss the second subsection of section C, that is 5 mark questions, and section D, that is 10 mark questions. Okay. Now let us begin with the 32nd question here. Now here, to draw histogram, first we should check the class intervals. Are they equal or unequal? Because if the class intervals are equal, then we can directly draw the values as they are. If they're unequal, then we have to draw the histogram using frequency, relative frequency instead of, frequency density instead of the actual frequencies. That is, you have to take the midpoints and then you have to divide the frequencies by midpoints and then you have to plot the points. Okay. So here, as we observe, all the values are same, that is all the intervals are of same width. Okay, so you can directly plot this on the graph. Okay, and then on the y-axis you can draw 21, 32, 44, 26, 20 and 10, and then you can join the lower rectangular bars and locate the mode. Okay, so this is your 32nd question. Next, the 33rd question, compute the harmonic mean for the following distribution. So distribution has been given to you. You have to first write it down like this. Okay, so x is 10, 30, 50, 70, 90 and frequencies are 12, 15, 40, 35 and 18. Now what is the formula for harmonic mean? The formula for harmonic mean is capital N divided by summation of f divided by x. Here capital N is the total of the frequency, which is 120. So 120 is written in the numerator. Next, you have to multiply each, you have to divide each frequency by the respective variable value. So 12 divided by 10, f by x, frequency divided by the variable value. Okay, so you have to divide each frequency by the variable value. So 12 divided by 10 is 1.2, 15 divided by 30 is 0.5, 40 divided by 50 is 0.8, 35 divided by 70 is 0.5, 18 divided by 90 is 0.2. So we have to add them, 1.2 plus 0.5 plus 0.8 plus 0.5 plus 0.2, and that sums up to 3.2. So therefore 120 divided by 3.2. Therefore harmonic mean is equal to 37.5. So this is how you have to compute harmonic mean when a discrete data is given. Okay, the same formula also applies to continuous data. The only difference is, instead of x, the class intervals will be given there. You have to take the midpoints and consider them as x values. Okay, so this is the solution for your problem regarding harmonic mean. Next, 34th question, estimate the value of x when y is equal to 40 using the following data. So this is the problem of regression. Okay, so you have two equations in regression. One is x on y, that is x dependent on y, and one is y on x, that is y dependent on x. Now what is the question given here? Estimate the value of x when y is equal to 40. That means estimate the value of x when y is equal to 40, that is x independent on y. Okay, so the data here given is, for x mean is 25, standard deviation is 5. For y mean is 30, standard deviation is 4, and they also have given the correlation coefficient. Okay, so now let us look at the problem and how to solve it step by step. First, write the equation. The regression equation, x on y is given by x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Okay, first write this equation. Your x bar is already given here. X bar is 25, y bar is 30. Okay, now what is the use of standard deviation here? See, your bxy has a lengthier formula, that is n into summation of xy minus summation of x into y into summation of y divided by summation of y square, n into summation of y square minus summation of y whole square. That is when you don't know standard deviation. But when you are given standard deviation and correlation coefficient, then your bxy formula is standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y into correlation coefficient. That is, the standard deviation of x is 5, the standard deviation of y is 4. So 5 by 4 into 0.8, that equals to 1. Now substitute all these values in equation number 1. So therefore 1 implies x minus 25 is equal to 1 into y minus 30. Okay. So therefore, x is equal to, take this 25 this side, open the brackets and multiply these two with 1. So x is equal to y minus 30 plus 25, that is y minus 5. So this is your equation to estimate the value of x for any given value of y. So we have obtained the equation. Now in the question they have asked what will be the value of x for the given value of y. So for y is equal to 40, the value of x is, substitute the value of y as 40 here. So x is equal to 40 minus 5, that is 35. So for y is equal to 40, the value of x will be 35. So this is the solution for it. Now we come to the last part of our question paper, that is section D. Okay. Now in section D, you are given 3 questions. Each of the questions carry 10 marks. You are given 3 questions, you have to write any 2. Okay. But one good suggestion is write all the 3, because if in any one of the questions, if you lose marks, the other one will be there to cover you up. For example, say you do a silly mistake in 37 and because of that you lose 3 marks. But 38 you have written as an extra. Both A and B you have written perfectly, so that they get 5 and 5, 10 each. So in that case, 36 and 38 will be considered and you will be rewarded the maximum number of marks. Okay. So please make sure you write all the 3. Now let us look at the questions one by one. The first one is 36th question. The following are the runs scored by 2 cricketers in 5 matches. Okay, so cricketer A and cricketer B. 2 questions are being asked here. Who is the better run scorer and who is more consistent in run scoring? Okay, so these 2 questions carries 1 mark each and this entire problem carries 8 marks. So this is how your 10 marks are divided. Now let us look at how to solve the problem. Okay, so here we are at the solution part. Now write both the data here. So this is the data of player X and this is the data of player Y. Okay. Now for player A, the player A and player B. Okay. Now what are the formula that I have used here? For mean I have used x bar is equal to summation of x divided by n. For standard deviation I have used this formula, that is summation of x square by n minus summation of x by n whole square. This is the formula that I have used here. Okay. So for first I will write A data here. Okay. Then square them. So when I take the total, the A total will be 250 and the A square will be 40 square 1600, 60 square 3600, 80 square 6400, 25 square 625 and 45 square is 2025. So the total here is 14250. Okay. Next, similarly, I will take the data of B here. Okay. And the total of B is 200 and the square of each term is 20 square is 400, 42 square is 1764, 68 square is 4624, 36 square is 1296 and 34 square is 1156. The total here is 9240. Now I will consider the first 2 columns here for calculation of mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation for player A or cricketer A. So mean value x bar is equal to summation of x by n. Okay, I have written reverse here, so pardon that. So summation of xa here is this total here 250 divided by 5 because 1 2 3 4 5 matches. They have given the data of 5 matches here. This is an ungrouped data. Both for A and B it is ungrouped data. Okay, so this is your 50. So 250 by 5 is equal to 50. So mean of A, cricketer A is 50. So his average score is 50. Next, standard deviation, root of summation of x square A. This x square A means, x means the runs of A, player A. So x square A divided by n minus summation of xa divided by n whole square. So that is root of 14250. This one, we have to substitute here this one. 14250 divided by 5 minus 250 by 5 whole square. So when you solve this, the answer will be 18.70828. You can take maximum up to 4 decimals. Okay, so when you take 4 decimals, the answer will be more accurate. So make sure about that. Next, coefficient of variation of cricketer A. So coefficient of variation formula is standard deviation of A divided by mean of A into 100. That is 18.70828 divided by mean here is 50 divided by 50 into 100. That is 37.41656. So this is your mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation for A. Next, cricketer B. Okay, similarly, mean is equal to this total here. For mean, we are taking this column. For standard deviation, we are taking this and this both columns. So mean of B is equal to summation of x divided by n. So 200 divided by 5, that is equal to 40. So the mean of cricketer B is 40. Next, similarly, standard deviation is equal to summation of x square by n minus summation of x by n whole square. That is 9240 divided by 5 minus 200 divided by 5 whole square. So when you solve it, the answer will be 15.748015. So standard deviation of B is 15.748015. Now coefficient of variation is, again same formula, standard deviation divided by x bar into 100. That is 15.74801 divided by 40 into 100. That is 39.37003. Now we have solved the entire problem. We have to answer the last two questions. What were the last two questions here? First one, who is better run scorer? So in this case, we have to compare the mean. Whoever has highest mean will be the better run scorer. So if you take mean of A, it is 50 and mean of B, it is 40. So therefore, when you compare mean, okay, so mean of A is higher than mean of B. Therefore, A is the better run scorer. Okay. Similarly, the second question is, who is more consistent in run scoring? So here, if you see, again compare the CV here. CV of A is 37.416 and CV of B is 39.37003. Okay. So since CV of A is smaller than CV of B, A is more consistent. See, when comparing CV, we have to keep in mind that lesser the value, greater the consistency. If the CV is large, that means there is less consistency. Okay. So since CV of A is lesser than CV of B, we can say that A is more consistent as compared to B. Okay. So this is how you have to write this problem. Please write it like this in detail, all the steps properly and with proper conclusion. Don't forget anything. These two statements carries 1 mark each. If you don't write one of them, you will lose 1 mark. Okay. So please make sure you write the conclusion properly. Next, for the following data, calculate the relation between the two variables x and y by using the Karl Pearson's method. Okay. So you have to find the Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient for this grouped data or continuous bivariate data. Okay. Now let us see how to solve this problem. Okay. So how to write this table? Now on one side they have given the discrete values and on one side they have given the continuous values. Okay. So convert them into u and v respectively. So u is equal to x minus 0 divided by 1. Actually, this is not necessary to write, but I have just written for representation purpose. Next, v is equal to, now here in place of y, what is given here? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. What will be the midpoints of this class interval? 5. Here it will be 15, here it will be 25, and here it will be 35. So the formula that I have taken here is v is equal to y minus 5 divided by 10. So I have taken 5 as the origin value, sorry, assumed value. So all these midpoints should be subtracted from 5 and divided by 10. So the first midpoint here is 5 itself. So obviously 5 minus 5 divided by 10 is 0. Next, here it is 15. So 15 minus 5 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Similarly, here it is 25. Okay. So 25 minus 5 is 20. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Similarly, here it is 35. So 35 minus 5 is 30. 30 divided by 10 is 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And here 0, 1, 2 and 3. In textbook, what they have done is they have written the midpoints here and they have written v here separately and u here separately, and that might actually confuse you. So instead of doing that, directly write the deviation values here only, so that your calculations will be more easy. Okay. In order to not confuse you, I have not written u and v here. I have taken them x and y only. Okay. So only thing is the values are modified and the modification process has been written in the above here. So please refer to that. Next. Now here we write the x values here 0, 1, 2, 3, and here the y values, the modified one 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now this part is x. So x means all the horizontal calculations. Okay. So we are going to write the x values, additions of all of them horizontally. Okay. So here we have written fx, okay, summation of fx, that is all these values. These are your 8, 7, 3, 6, 4. The values written in between the table, they are your fxy, means frequency belonging to x and y. So 8 belongs to 0 and 0. This 7 belongs to 1 and 0. This 3 belongs to 2 and 0. This 6 belongs to here 1 and 1. So those are the frequencies belonging to x and y. Okay. So when we add them horizontally, they become the value of x. When we add them vertically, they become the value of y. Okay. Now here we write the totals here. Okay, so 8 plus 7 plus 3, 8 plus 7 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. So first total, the total frequency of the variable 0 is 18. Next, 6 plus 4, 10, 3 plus 5 plus 6, 14. Next, 1 plus 7, 8. Similarly, you take the vertical total, it will give you the values of y. Okay, so y is a variable and these are the frequencies. Basically, two marginal distribution written together. So here 8 as it is, nothing to add. 7 plus 6 plus 3, 16. 3 plus 4 plus 5, 13. And 7 plus 6, 13. Now you add like this or you add like this, that is vertically or horizontally, your total will be same. Okay, so 18 plus 10 is 28, 28 plus 14 is 42, 42 plus 8 is 50. So this total is 50. If you want to verify, now add them horizontally. 8 plus 16, 24, 24 plus 13, 37, 37 plus 13, 50. So you add either of the ways, the answer will be same. Next, the next column that we need here is x into fx. That is, you have to multiply these values with the frequency here. So 0 into 18 is 0, 1 into 10 is 10, 2 into 14 is 28, 3 into 8 is 24. So 0, 10, 28, 24. The total is 62. Okay. So this is your next column. Third column, x square fx. Now you have to let's take the same values, square them and then multiply with the frequency here. So 0 square into 18 is 0, 1 square is 1, into 10 is 10, 2 square is 4, 4 into 14 is 56. Next, 3 square is 9, 9 into 8 is 72. Now add these three values here, the answer is 138. Now last column, x into y into fxy. Now this is where the tricky part of the table comes. That is, now you have to first observe this, x into y into fxy. That means the value of x into the value of y into the frequency. So here you have the value of x into value of y into the frequency. So wherever there are blanks, these are not applied. These are applied only in those cells where you have the frequency. Okay, so wherever there are no frequencies, we have put a dash here, so it will not be applied here. So 0 into 8, that is 0. 0 into 1 into 7 is 0. 0 into 2 into 3 is 0. So all the three values are zeros, hence the total is 0. Next, 1 into 6. So 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 6 is 6. So the total product here is 6. Next, 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 4 is 8. So 8 is written here. And 6 plus 8 is 14. Next, 2 into 1 into 3. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 has been written here. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 5 is 20. So 20 has been written here. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 6 is 36. So 36 has been written here. So 6 plus 20 plus 36, that is 62. And last one, 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 1, 6. So the answer is 6 here. 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 7 is 63. So 63 plus 6, that is 69. So 14 plus 62 plus 69 is equal to 145. Okay. Now this is over for the x values. Now let us go for y values, that is vertical totals. Now we have fy here. Next, here we have summation of y into fy. The same process that you carried here horizontally, now you have to carry it vertically. Okay. Now 0 into 8 is 0. 1 into 16 is 16. 2 into 13 is 26. 3 into 13 is 39. So 16 plus 26 plus 39 is 81. Next, you have to square the y values and then multiply with the frequencies. 0 into 8 is 0. 1 square is 1. 1 into 16 is 16. 2 square is 4. 4 into 13 is 52. 3 square is 9. 9 into 13 is 117. So 16 plus 52 plus 117 is 185. Okay. Next, this and this both are same. Again, x into y into fxy. We don't need to calculate it again. We already have the boxes and the numbers here. Just add them vertically. So here there is only one box, 0. So it is 0. Next, 0 plus 6 plus 6, 12. Here 8 plus 20 plus 6. We have to count the number in the boxes here. Those are the allotments. So 20 plus 8 plus 6 is 34. 36 plus 63, it is 99. So 12 plus 34 plus 99 is 145. So remember, this column and this column both will be same. They will be equal. Okay. Next. So once this table is over, Half the problem is done. Now we have to solve the other half by using the formula. So Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient is n into summation of xy into fxy minus summation of x into fx into summation of y into fy whole divided by root of n into summation of x square fx minus summation of x fx whole square into n into y square fy minus summation of y fy whole square. So what is the summation of xy into fxy? 145. And what is the value of n here? 150. Okay, sorry, 50. 50 into 145 minus summation of xfx is 62 and yfy is 81. So 62 into 81 divided by root of, this is n into summation of x square fx, that is 50 into this one 138 minus xfx whole square. So xfx is 62, so 62 whole square into 50 into 185 minus 185 here is summation of y square fy and n is 50 minus 81 square summation of y into fy. So 81 square. Okay. When you solve the numerator, you will get triple to 8 divided by, when you solve these two x. So here the total of this is 55.28109 into 50.185 minus 81 square is this. The root have been taken. After the square root, the answers are 55.28109 into 51.8555. Okay. So when you multiply them and divide this 228 by the product, the final answer is 0.77721. Now observe here, it is a positive number. So the correlation is positive and also the number is greater than 0.5. That means whenever the correlation value is greater than 0.5, it is considered to be of the higher degree positive correlation. So the conclusion here should be there exists a higher degree positive correlation between the two variables. Okay. So this is your section D. Okay. I hope it clears out all your doubts. Okay. So in case of any query, please write it in the comment section. Okay. If you like the video, if you like the content, if you understood the content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and share it with the needed. Thank you.